Hello everyone, my name is Aiden and welcome to my Speedpaint. Today I'm going to be drawing one of my friend's characters, who is based in the Cthulhu mythos. There's a lot of misrecordings in this video, and as you noticed, the first sketch I didn't end up recording, so here's the second sketch. I normally don't do preliminary sketches, but I decided to do that for this video. I was having a little bit of trouble here and there with things. I don't know what happened, but yeah, recording things went a little bit messy. I forgot to record things, or the recording stopped, or it was still going and I had to cut things out because I was recording things that weren't this video. So right now we're sketching her out. Her name is Alicia. I'm not really sure. Alicia. Alicia. And basically, she is a creature who, it's kind of complicated. So she eats other gods. Yeah, she eats the other gods and gains powers through that. And it took a long time to get to that point. But right now we're sketching her out. A very rough sketch. This is actually going to be a painting, and I haven't done a really true painting on this channel, I believe. So this will be a first, and it should be interesting. And yeah, right here, I lost the recording for the beginning of blocking into colors. Hopefully that doesn't happen with other videos. But yeah, now we're back to it. And yeah, I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording, but it turns out I wasn't. So the colors that I used was I blocked in an orange for the hair, and I made her skin like a black color. Never used pure black, so it's like a slightly lighter off black. And right now I'm just blocking in things, and I made some mistakes here. I put the wings on a different layer, but I did that by copying this layer and then just putting it in the back, and that made for many issues later on when I tried to edit things. So either do things on entirely different layers or do it all on one layer. Because like right here, I had to go on different layers and erase and add things and make sure I was getting it all in the right layers. I ended up merging the layers anyway, so I don't even know why I went through all that trouble. I could have done so much easier things. Yeah, right now we're just really blocking in the colors. That's what I do for painting, at least for this one. Before I just went right in and colored each piece on its own separate layer with a clipping mask over it. But I like this way more, I think. I don't know, I'll have to try out more paintings soon, which will be coming in April. There's going to be 4 paintings on the 1st of April, so have fun with that. It's going to be pretty special, we'll put it that way. I don't want to give away too much now. So yeah, I think we're just about done with, painting, or blocking in the paint. Blocking in the colors to paint. And right now we're doing the background. I don't do backgrounds. I do, it's complicated. I have a complicated relationship with backgrounds. But yeah, I want to do kind of a spacey background. I don't even know what that is. But so yeah, I just kind of put in random colors, kind of random spacey colors, and just played around with things, smudged them all together, and made pseudo stars with the Splatter brush. All my brushes are in the description as always. So like, if you ever want to know what brushes I use, they're typically in the description, except for some videos I might forget, or there's just too many brushes used. Yeah, we're going into blocking in the detailing-ish. It's complicated because it's like I do shade this separately, but I also kind of go in and do this kind of preliminary shading, which I labeled as a detail layer, which is just a clipping mask over it, and I wand selected different parts so that I could not mess up and blend the wrong things together, which I ended up doing anyways. I don't know how that happened, but it's just did. For these colors, what you want to do is you want to take the base color and move the hue down a little bit. And if you want, let's say if you want to shade, if you want to make a darker shade color, you'll move the hue down a little bit, and then you'll lower the saturation. The same for making shines and highlights, but just reverse, you raise the hue and you raise the saturation. I selected the, I don't even know what this is, I guess it's like a tank top on a Lovecraftian entity. I selected that with the polygon select tool, which is one of my favorite tools now, because it's just I like the lasso tool, don't get me wrong, but the polygon tool is pretty useful. Like, I don't know, I think that if we could improve not the brushes, the tools in Photoshop, it would be honestly one of the greatest art programs ever. It's not even an art program, it's a digital photo manipulation program. Yeah, this is more painterly stuff I'm doing right here, and honestly, grays and blacks are so much easier to do than any other color. Yeah, so right now we're defining I'm making her look kind of more thin and bony and less human, I guess, and also add more definition to where, because you can see with the blocked in colors, there's not really that much definition, whereas here I'm allowed to go in and add more refinement and definition to make things really stand out more. So I'm shaping in the head, and because before you couldn't really tell where the head started, the neck ended, and all that good stuff that you really need if you're drawing anything. But yeah, I will add that in. I used a mixture of the smudge and blur tool. They're just really useful tools, honestly. They help you blend things together and also make sure that everything looks soft, because I like to make my things look soft, and I don't like things looking too rough. That might just be me. Honestly, the smudge and blur tool are fantastic tools. As I said in previous videos, people don't like people using the smudge and blur tool, though honestly it's fine too. Just don't overuse them, you know? Everything has its place. A little bit behind the scenes in this video. It turns out that finding creepy cult music that's royalty free, so I don't get demonetized again. I'm looking at my last video. But it's a lot harder to find than you might think, because just typing in royalty free cult music, it just doesn't really get you the best results, honestly. So I had to go to a bunch of things. I just ended up going with some Japanese music and jazz music in some places, because cult music's really hard to find for some reason. With the last video, I didn't mention it, but I feel like I should mention it now since we're on the topic of music and monetization. The song in the beginning, Witch Hunt by Incubus Succubus, the main reason I put that in, because I wouldn't have put it in for any other reason, was that was actually the inspiration for that video, but I was just too angry and stuff to really talk about that. So if in case any of you were wondering about that, yeah, go for royalty-free music, because that's honestly just much safer to go with. Demonetization is not a fun thing. Even though I'm not even making money off of these videos yet, I plan to soon, but I just haven't had that full commitment from people. I don't have that large of a viewership, and I don't have that many videos, so I'm just waiting. You may have noticed a little bit earlier that I was filling in some red veiny lines. The person who this is a request. I don't normally do full-on painting requests, but I kind of want to do this one. I do commissions, so if you want to do it, if you commission me a digital commission, I would be doing it on this channel. My commission information is currently not available. I will be making that available in subsequent videos. But right now I'm mostly trying to set up a PayPal and figure all that out before I do online digital commissions. These veiny things right here, the person wanted those, and so I decided to put them in. Yeah, there's nothing really much to them. It's just kind of like a cool effect. I love playing around with effects, if you haven't noticed at this point on this channel. It just added so much to everything. You also want to make sure that you're getting everything covered. Like, you want to double check and see that everything you have to work with is filled in, you're coloring the right spots, etc. One thing to also take note of is that if you select a color on the clipping mask, it will not be the same color. Like, it'll be a darker color or a lighter color or change somehow, but it won't be the same color. I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's just a thing with my settings or that's just how Photoshop works. But yeah, that's something I noticed. One thing I wish I did, because I go in and shade later and add an overall shade, I wish that I also did highlights, but I don't know. I think it looks fine in the end, honestly. Yeah, right here you want to, what I'm doing is adding in some more details, because this layer is not just shade, it's also detailing. Especially, as you can tell, especially with the wings, because as you can see, you can't tell where the feathers and stuff are. So I just spent most of this detailing the feathers and making it really pop out and say, yeah, these are feathers. And I don't know, I really like painting feathers. I will say that this isn't my best painting attempt. I honestly like acrylic painting and watercolor painting traditionally, but digital painting is alright. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's enjoyable, but it could be fixed. I need to learn more about it. So if any of you have any tips, please feel free to let me know. I'm always interested in learning new things about art and many other subjects. For example, I'm hoping to break into the fashion industry at some point. You might see some of that on here. Honestly, this channel is everything art related, from all crafts. If you're interested in anything, just let me know and I might do a video on it if I can. I want to get some crystal making in on this video. On this channel, because I also make borax crystals and Epsom salt crystals. I'm hoping to get into other crystal making, synthetic crystals, not natural crystals, obviously. Though I have a theory on how I can make those. I just need to figure out other stuff. Honestly, this channel is kind of going to be a mixture of whatever I want and what you guys want. So feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys want to see more of on this channel. If you want more paintings, if you want more drawings, if you want more freeform things, if you want whatever the Lavender Town tea video was, if you want more of that, some more tea videos, those are really fun to make. I enjoy making those, and I don't know, it's just a fun, silly thing to do. I enjoy I like doing fun, silly things that everyone can enjoy. Right now we're going into the shading, and I use the multiply layer. Right now I'm using a multiply layer. I end up going back to an overlay layer because of this hair, pretty much. I feel like I could have made the wings more three-dimensional. I don't know, she kind of feels like she's floating in space, which she is, but I don't know, it feels off for some reason. Like, I don't know, maybe I just need lines and I'm not used to that yet, but I don't know, what do you guys think? So right now we're just going in with a purple, mid-tone darkish purple, and just adding in shade wherever I think it should be. Just making everything look more shade, like where there's definite shade. That's what I call this, definite shade, where its detailing is more for specific shade, if that makes sense. Anyway, it looks like we're wrapping things up here. We're going to be done in just a little bit. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys want to see from this channel, and anything else. Tell me what kinds of videos you'd like to see in the future, what kinds of things you'd like to see me draw. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will stay here for many more videos to come. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you later. Bye.